How's it going, Bison? Today we got a special treat for you as we are going to announce the 2019-2020 Athletic Award winners. We're going to start things off by talking about our all-conference and all-state winners. I will turn the time over to Coach Applehunt, and she will describe the characteristics and qualities she looks in for an all-conference or all-state athlete.
Hi guys, it's Coach Applehunt. I just wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about what all-state and all-conference means to me. The first thing I wanted to share with you is a quote from Babe Ruth, and it says, "It's hard to beat a person who never gives up." And so that is the truth. When it comes to an all-state athlete and an all-conference athlete, I think of the physical, the emotional, the mental. You got to be the strongest. You got to be known for setting examples, and that's within academics and being able to lead an entire team, and also being known in the entire program of someone that inspires and never gives up and goes out the first one in the gym and the last one to leave. And so I'm excited to share that. And the biggest thing that I want you to think about is, are you known for your exceptional sportsmanship? And, you know, when you go out on that field, if someone's fallen down, or if you accidentally knock someone down on a court, or if you block someone and come down on an ankle, are you the first one to help that other athlete up or your opponent up? And are you known for the good, the bad, and the scary? Are you going to put a smile on your face? And are you going to get up and keep trying? And or how do you talk to your coaches? And how are you known in your community? And how do other people see you? And that's the biggest thing as an all-state and all-conference athlete, is not only just about the skill level. It's a lot about how do you present yourself. You know, for me, being the head volleyball coach, how do our athletes act on the court? Do they hang their head? Are they excited to be there? Are they supportive? And that's the biggest thing is you want to be an all-conference athlete and you want to be an all-state athlete. It starts with you, and it starts with getting in the gym, and it starts supporting your other athletes. And so I just hope, you know, I'm proud to be a part of South Bison, and so I hope you all have a good rest of the summer and stay safe.
We do recognize that some athletes might have been missed on accident. If we did, we're extremely sorry about missing you. All conference athlete information was not available at time of recording this, so we do apologize for that. But do know that we appreciate all that success that you guys had. At this time, I'm going to turn the camera over to Kate as she can talk about the Freshman Athlete of the Year, and it'll go to Mr. Fardella, Mr. Sizemore, and Mr. Thompson, and Mr. Backman for the other awards.
It is my pleasure to announce the 2019-2020 Freshman Athletes of the Year for South High School. As a freshman, athletes have to navigate high school life along with the commitment and dedication that it takes to being a high school athlete. These two students have represented the herd values by being responsible and determined in maintaining their grades while they are competing in their chosen sports. We look forward to having 3 more years watching them compete. The 2019-2020 Freshman Athletes of the Year, as chosen by the South High coaches, are Sarah Willoughby and Dylan Choate. Congratulations. We look forward to having you around for 3 more years. Thank you.
All right, South Bison, Officer Fardella here to present the Sophomore Athletes Awards. This year, we are going to honor 3 students. These students were selected by staff at South High School based upon leadership abilities, specifically looking at the HERD acronym, being honorable, enthusiastic, responsible, and determined. So congratulations for our sophomore male athlete of the year, Braden Hughes, who had an outstanding year in athletics. For the females, we actually had 2 recipients of the award this year. Congratulations to our sophomore female athletes of the year, Darby Downham and Cheyenne Colligan. All 3 athletes, job well done. Have a great summer, and we'll see you in August.
Hey, Bison Athletes, Mr. Sizemore here. Hey, I get the pleasure this year of announcing the Junior Athletes of the Year here at South High School. I'll be naming one male and one female. The first we'll go with is a male who had conference championships in the 200 and the 500 freestyle, and was also named a state champion in the 500 free. He also holds school records in the 200 free, the 500 free, the 100 backstroke, and the 400 freestyle. And if you don't know already, the young man is a swimmer, Jared Price. Nice job, Jared. Second one is a female athlete of the year. This female athlete of the year was difficult for us to choose. Lots of great female athletes here in our building. But this year we're going to go with a young lady who started first year as a starter on the basketball team. She earned honorable mention in all conference honors. But what Coach DeBryan said was the thing that really made her stand out the most, at least for the basketball, was that she is consistently holding the team to a high standard. She does everything for the team. She has a team first. And she is an example of exactly what we want in our athletes at South High School. She works hard, she's honorable, she's enthusiastic about things, and she's determined to push people to the edge. And that athlete is Andrea Demas. Congratulations, Andrea.
Hi, Bison sports fans. This is Principal Thompson. I just want to give a big shout out and congratulations to our female athlete of the year. That's Miss Jacoby Mirich. For the swimmer, she did amazing things. She just was part of that team, a captain on that team, and just really anchored a lot of the things that they did this season. So Jacoby, we want to say congratulations on being South High's female athlete of the year. The male athlete of the year shouldn't come as a surprise. His name is Brendan Locke. This young man won the state tennis championships 3 out of 4 years, was second the other year. Just was a mainstay and really developed the entire program to where tennis at South now has a real reputation. Brendan came in, and the great thing about both Jacoby and Brendan, they're just neat kids. They're good students, they're great students, and they represent what we want at South High. The student athlete that does it in the classroom, does it on the field, okay, does it in the swimming pool, does it on the tennis court. Congratulations, Brendan. Congratulations, Jacoby. You guys really represented South well this year.
Good evening, Bison. It's my opportunity to present tonight the Scholar Athlete Awards. I think it's so important for people to recognize how much it takes to win this award, to not only be a nearly straight A student, but to participate in those activities. So in the Senior Scholar Athlete Award for male goes this year to Michael Martinez Montano. Great job, Michael. For our female this year, the Scholar Athlete Award goes to Jacoby Mirich. Good job, both of you. Thank you for all your hard work and best of luck in your future.
All right, everybody out there in Bison Land, this is Mr. Hume. I'm here to present this year's Herd Athlete of the Year. This year's male Herd Athlete of the Year goes to Brendan Locke. Congratulations, Brendan. This year's female Herd Athlete of the Year goes to Allie Robert. Congratulations, guys. Great job, and good luck with all of your athletics in the future.
Congratulations to all those athletes that received awards today so far. We're going to start moving on to talking about our state champions and what they have done to get to the position where they were, to win a state championship as a team or as an individual. When thinking about like an individual, I think of someone like Tim Tebow.
But I promise you one thing, a lot of good will come out of this. You have never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season, and you never see someone push the rest of the team as hard as I will push everybody the rest of the season. And you never see a team play harder than we will the rest of this season. God bless.
And when I think about like successful teams, I can't help to think about like what Coach Tony Dungy for the Indianapolis Coach said about his teams that he coached.
What makes a successful team? And there are a few ingredients. It does take talent, but I can tell you talent is not the most important thing. I coached 7 teams with the Indianapolis Colts, and our Super Bowl winning team in 2006 was probably number 4, number 5 on the talent level. But what that team did have was a sense of togetherness. Everyone bought into the idea that the team was first. It's not that players didn't have individual goals, but they were willing to put them behind the team goals. It takes a commitment to each other, takes commitment to the leadership and the coaching staff, but more than anything else, I think having a successful team takes sacrifice. Everybody willing to pull together, give up their number one goal to put the team first. If you have that, then you can have a successful team in any sport or any area of life.
You know, we've seen and we've heard the success of our South High cheerleading team. Not once.
Place trophy, Class 4A co-ed cheer, Cheyenne South.
Not twice.
Cheyenne South.
But 3 times this year.
Cheyenne South.
And we see that success, and sometimes we don't understand all the failures and the hard work that it takes to get there. But when you commit to it and you do it over and over again until you find that success, then you get to have pretty awesome moments like this.
Who are we? South High! Who are we? State champ!
I think it comes back to what I was saying earlier about, I think a lot of it is mental. You know, if you want to do something and you want it that bad, you'll make sacrifices. And, you know, growing up for me as a kid, I made a lot of sacrifices that I didn't seem that they were a big deal, and I don't think of them as being a big deal right now. You know, there were Saturdays or Fridays where, you know, I'd give up going to a dance or hanging out with my friends because I had workout the next day. But those things that I gave up, you know, were things that I wanted to help me get to my goal. And there were times where I've been put in uncomfortable situations, but I've used my mental power, my mental strength to push through it. I think that's how you can look at any of the athletes in the world. I mean, Tiger, the guy has a busted knee and still comes and destroys the rest of the field. You know, that's the thing. It's like people don't make excuses. You know, some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable. You know, everybody can compete when they're feeling good, happy, excited, rested. But it's the best people who can overcome when they're tired, sore, not in the great mind, you know, not in the best mindset. And I think mental power that the greatest athletes have can push all the pain aside. You know, and I mean, like when I was doing that Navy SEALs thing, was it easy for me to do it? No. Was it easy for me to climb over a 45-foot wall and look down? Not at all, and I'm afraid of heights. But, you know, I said to myself, I'm going to do this and no one's going to stop me. And I think that's the biggest thing, is how strong you can be mentally. I think that really shows who the person is. So I think that's one thing that separates the good from the greatest.
But some thoughts about the match?
Just trying to get my first serves in and not making as many errors as I did yesterday during my semifinal match, and yeah, just playing smart and moving my feet, especially in here where you have to move your feet at all times.
And how important is it to get that first serve in?
Definitely important. If you don't get your first serve in as much, then you tend to possibly lose more points than you win points.
Is there a particular strategy to keep him away from the net, or you to the net, or something like
that? Just trying to hit deep on him and like setting a good area to hit at, like a good target, and yeah.
Now you've won 3 in a row. Can you reflect on that?
It definitely took a ton of hard work and dedication to the sport, and just trying to get physically and mentally stronger throughout those 3 years.
Hi everyone. Each year the South Athletic Department likes to recognize a parent or parents of the year. This is not an easy task because the athletic department is blessed to have many parents that help us in all of our various sports in all sorts of ways. This award is meant to bring to light the people that have put a lot of effort and time to the many sports that their child or children have been a part of. This year's award goes to 3 couples. First, Victoria and John Locke. They are the parents of current students Brendan and Bailey. We look forward to their siblings, Andrew and Nick, joining us next year. The second is Martha and Brandon Van Tassel. They are the parents of current students Riley and Tannen, and we look forward to Kaylin joining us next year. The third are Stephanie and Floyd Edwards. They are the parents of Samantha and Sabrina. Again, on behalf of South High School, all the programs that they have supported, and the entire athletic department, I want to say thank you for all that you have done and that you will continue to do. Thanks, everyone.
The Iron Bison Award was created by the South High Athletic Department to recognize student athletes who have gone above and beyond the calling of your average student.
It is an award that recognizes the hard work, effort, and commitment over the 4 years an athlete has spent in the various sports here at South.
The award has been given out for 7 years, and in that time we have only given out 16 of these awards. Here are the prerequisites to earn the Iron Bison Award.
Participate in 11 of the 12 athletic seasons.
Receive 9 varsity athletic letters.
Maintain a 3.0 GPA.
Finish all sports in good standing.
These student athletes who are receiving the Iron Bison Award have demonstrated their commitment to personal growth, academic excellence, and commitment to their teams, school, and community.
The thing that makes an Iron Bison truly special is their dedication to the school. They represent the school at the highest level, maintaining good grades in order to participate in sports. They are the definition of a student athlete. As a teacher and a coach, I am truly appreciative of everything that they do. Well done, all you Iron Bison recipients.
South's athletic department would like to take a moment to recognize this year's 3 sport athletes. In high school, the 3-sport athlete is becoming a rare thing. So many people think that by specializing, it is the way to get better at a sport. The truth is, by participating in multiple sports, it makes you better by training using different movement patterns required by different sports. By competing year-round, you get better at knowing how to compete in different situations. And it actually helps prevent injury due to overtraining in the same repetitive nature year-round. To be a 3-sport athlete, it takes hard work, effort, and commitment over a long period of time. Thank you to those that have made that commitment, and I hope to see more people making this the new norm.
Ties the game.
Oh, boy.
63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Michael was signed by the MLB's Chicago White Sox and played for their AA affiliate, the Birmingham Barons. Number 9. Babe Didrikson Zaharias.
Babe Didrikson participated and excelled in any sport that crossed her path.
Beginning as a track star, she competed in 3 events at the 1932 Olympics, winning gold in javelin and the 80-meter hurdles, and silver in high jump, with a judging decision costing her the gold. Plus, both her high jump and hurdle scores tied world records at the time. After track, she took up pro basketball. It's golf, however, for which she's best known. Babe won 41 pro tours and 10 majors before her untimely death at age 45. Number 8. Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward was a standout quarterback for Florida State University, earning the Heisman Trophy in 1993 for College Football Player of the Year. He was taken in the first round in the NBA draft by the New York Knicks and in the 18th round of the MLB draft by the Milwaukee Brewers, despite the fact that he didn't even play college baseball. Number 7. Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker's legacy as a football player is well established. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, 2-time NFL Pro Bowler, and a member of the College Football Hall of Fame. What may be less established, however, are his forays into other sports, most notably bobsledding. He also took the plunge into mixed martial arts at age 47. Number 6. Lionel Conacher.
Lionel Big Train Conacher. A man who makes every other athlete feel like a chronic underachiever.
Known foremost as a hockey player, Conacher was a perennial all-star and two-time Stanley Cup winner. Along with the NHL, he played in the Canadian Football League. He played baseball with the Toronto Maple Leafs, not to be confused with the hockey team, and won the 1926 International League Championship. And he won titles in boxing, lacrosse, and wrestling. He's a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame, the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame, the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, and Canada's Sports Hall of Fame. Number 5. Jackie Robinson. Baseball wasn't the only color barrier Jackie could have broken. Jackie Robinson was an all-around athlete who succeeded in every sport he played. While at UCLA, he became the first person in the school's history to earn varsity letters in 4 different sports: football, baseball, basketball, and track and field. Number 4. Jim Brown.
This is Jim Brown, the most devastating ball carrier in the history of football.
The Lacrosse Hall of Fame also bears his name for his sensational college career, which saw him receive first and second team All-American status as a nationally ranked lacrosse player. Number 3. Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
As a multi-sport superstar in college, Sanders turned pro in 2 different leagues, playing in the NFL from 1989 to 2005 and the MLB from 1989 to 2001. Number 2. Bo Jackson.
As here's a throw, Gallego tagging, and Bo gets it! What a throw by Bo Jackson!
Bo Jackson played in both the NFL and the MLB, and was the first person to be named an All-Star in both sports. Here are some honorable mentions.
Bob Hayes is a football player who just happens to be the world's fastest living human.
The runner goes on the 3-2 pitch, and here's a drive to left. Ricky Henderson back, all the way to the fence. It's carrying, and it's gone.
Here's Everett back, looking left, into the flat. It is caught by Cleveland Gary.
Number 1. Jim Thorpe. Thorpe won Olympic gold in 1912 for the pentathlon and decathlon, the best gauges for multi-sport supremacy. Thorpe also played professional football, baseball, and basketball. He was an All-American football player in college, a first-team All-Pro NFL player, a 6-season MLB outfielder and pinch hitter, and led a pro basketball team that toured various parts of America.
Alright Bison, that's all we have for you guys today. If you didn't see your name on a list and it should have been, please let us know and we'll try and correct it. If your name wasn't on a list and you want to see it there, well, you need to start working now. We have summer weights coming up soon. Get active and get involved. And ask any senior right now, you cannot take any opportunity for granted. So make the best of every one you get. I'm Mr. Quigley. Thanks for tuning in.